All right, guys, good morning. This is Andrew, and I'm doing the recap for today. I had a really. Hi, thanks for watching my video. My name is Andrew Aziz, and I'm the author of How to Day Trade for a Living. In this channel, I'm showing my daily trades on the US stock market. I hope that you enjoy the videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and welcome to my channel. Bad morning. And eventually on AMD, and eventually I took, you know, myself out of that mess, and eventually came out of it profitable, not profitable, but with very little loss. But I can handle this loss. What happened today was very important because, and I want to talk about it. This is very important. That sometimes you have one strategy that is you see it is A plus setup, like today on AMD. A plus setup, 100% sure is going to work. You have all the signals and you go long heavy on that, and then it just doesn't work. And you have to get a stop there and accept the loss. And you take one trade, out of frustration. That's exactly what happened. I had a really bad loss on AMD at the open, and then I took a really bad loss on AMD right after it, just because I was so frustrated and I wanted to make that loss back, and it dig me a bigger hole. Eventually, in the last trade, I made it back. So total of 3 trades, and I decided to stop trading at because $2,000 loss is okay, but $20,000 loss is really bad. But I want to walk you step by step, show you the screenshots and see what happens. And I want you to see the pain that I went through today and learn from it. And it's very important to learn from these recaps. Again, it's not about how much money other people make or lose. It's all about the process that we go live in front of everybody. And now let's go through that because it's very important for me. So today, in a very short, quickly things, AMD obviously had a huge, significant day yesterday, like almost 10% up. And I was very long by side. And I said, okay, this is a strong day. It's going to be in play, and maybe today going to close up, maybe comes down. But if it stays above the VWAP, it could be a good long for the next level. Then we had some very serious level at 130.59. And if you want to see where that level comes, you have to go back to the June of 2023. You see that here at around, again, you see that my lighter here. So at the 130.51 at the end of May, and then there was another one around June 12, and then June 16 popped up again at 32.76 and I sold off. So as you see here, there is a couple of really important levels. 130.59 is there as a potential resistance. So what happened? So at the open, AMD also again had a very solid day yesterday. And the pre-market was gapping up, traded above the VWAP, and I like that. At the open, it started very strong, came down to the VWAP, tested the VWAP, came up. We saw a huge signal of ask, and I said, okay, this is awesome. Strongest stock in play, huge ask. I went long for a 1 minute opening range breakup. So what happened in the 1 minute opening range breakup? Again, it was the A plus setup for me. I made a lot of money on that in this A plus setup. So what happened here in this A plus setup that I had, let me bring the pen here, if I can find my epic pen. So what happened that I said, okay, I'm going to take this to the 1 minute opening range breakup. For the breakup 130, there was a huge ask 130. I'm going to show you with the timestamp. And then suddenly a huge drop happened. And I got to stop that here. So that was my first trade that I got to stop that. So very bad loss, about $10,000, $12,000 loss. So I took a big size on it. And then I quickly flipped my position to the short around here. So I flipped my position to the short. It went and, I said, okay, this is a big drop. It's going to sell off. And then it quickly squeezed back up. And again, I got to stop out here. And this was a really bad loss because I took also a much bigger size on that. So this is the trade number 1. The trade number 2 was even bigger. And I got to stop that. And look at this. I got to stop that right at the end. And then it really came down. So what happened after that? And I decided to take this on a double bottom reversal because on a 5-minute chart we had this like a fallen angel type of fallen angel. Let's go through the fallen angel. We had these moving averages here, and I said, okay, we potentially could be a bounce from here. Again, a subpar trade. It wasn't really a great trade, and I wasn't really proud of this trade. So I went long a little bit, came down, I added more, and then a squeeze happened above the VWAP. I went long again here, and so this is all part of my third trade. Came up all the way near the high of the day at 130. I sold some, and it came down. I got it stopped out everything. Did I trade it again? Oh yeah. And then it came back up. I went long again. I added more, and say this time is going to go to 130. And as well, we saw all. I show you all of this time and sells. When I break up 130, partial. all the way down to came down to my break-even point, and I got stopped out. Again, the level 2 signal didn't help me in the first trade, but it did help me in the last trade. By seeing that, I added instead of partially, because I was also down really bad. I needed to make that money back. And as you see, partially I got a really good trade out of that, and I could really make my really heavy loss into profit. But now let's see. I want to actually show you. What I saw in the time and sales, because this is important. So this is the screenshot that I did exactly at the 1 minute open range breakup. And again, it's very important to look at the timestamp and the signal that I see. 1800 lot here and 355 lot here. That's like 200. How much is that? That's like 2 million shares, because each lot is 100. So if I add each 100, it's 183,000 shares, and then this is 350, this is 350. It's almost 200,000 here. So I was absolutely 100% sure that this is gonna break the 130. That's why I went long very heavy. 931, exactly at 1 minute opening range breakup. Exactly at 1 minute opening range breakup. What happened? Boom, dropped. Look at this. Really never went not even a penny higher. So the high of the day is still at 130. Boom, dropped bad, really bad. And that was my first loss. And again, I took the trade to the short that I got a stops out. So again, this was my first trade, and the second trade was really short. But this is the second trade that I did. So, I went back long again, and I said, okay, now we're coming back again. So there is a possibility that, 130 starts working again. And then we started slowly seeing that the asks are stacking up toward the higher prices. So again, at 945. So again, I'm already at the heavy loss. So we came all the way back. So in this particular case, this is my second trade. In the third trade. So I did add, we never really got into the 130. I partialed, and it came down. At the break even, I got a stopped out. So, and then we came to the last one. I saw again long here. I saw the asks are stacking up, long again, and again at 10, 14, 44, I saw that big asks coming back again. So, is it 100%? Is it the prophecy that now we're going to break the 130? The answer to that is no. This is just one single indicator. You have to put it on all perspective and with all other things when you actually make a trade. With the bullish candlestick, with the 5 minute chart pattern, and then you make the decision on that. 1044, 1016, 20, boom, we broke it. We waited for a few minutes, and then eventually broke it, popped up, and I started partialing out. 10, 16, 20. And again, we continued going higher, and the asks were stacking up. It wasn't as high as previous ones, but it still was really big ask, the signal. So that's why I was expecting to get to 131, and boom, we got even toward the 131. But here is this very important part: that everything went through this live in the chat room. Everything that went live into the chat room. And I was talking about what I see and what I'm making the trade. What was the mistake, and why did I do, and why I'm waiting, why I'm adding. This is very important part of the chat room. The chat room is not about take trades from other people. It's about just learning. And that's what the people says, that they love these live sessions because you go through the thought process with other people. One thing that I wanted to mention that guys here, and this is important, is one of the reasons that I traded AMD not was only based on 5 minute chart, was also based on the level 2 was also look at the 5 minute chart. We were making higher high and higher low for almost half an hour. So I was kind of convinced that we're gonna go. Now this big ask at 130 is a good signal for me to heavy and add more on that. But the pattern on a 5 minute chart is very bullish. For me, I use two time frames, 5 minute and 1 minute. 5 minute is more a strategic decision if you are making higher high and higher lows, long or short, or the overall price action. 1 minute is a tactical decision that I try to enter and exit based on the 1 minute pattern. So that was it. And again, the beauty of the trading is that people trade differently. Like Peter is trading AMD very nice. He's been trading AMD for years. And he didn't trade all of this stuff that I was doing. He never traded any of this stuff that I was trading. But he waited until 1025, then his mountain passes strategy, which is a reversal. And then he took that short for a really beautiful drop after that. And again, it says Andrew against trade you, and we both won. That's the most amazing part about trading. The traders look at the price action and they find their own A+ trade book and they trade. Paris traded, Google as well, so he had some struggles at the open. Eventually, he got that nice run up. Again, the professional traders usually take 1 to 4 trades. In this case, Paris, 1 trade stopped out, 2nd trade meh, 3rd trade stop loss, and eventually the 4th trade is working for him. Very similar to me. So I had 4 trades in total. Eventually, the one that worked out with the proper position sizing and trade management, you can come out of it profitable. And the reason that I didn't come profitable here today was because I took a big size on the short, stopped out, and I didn't really take the bigger size that I was expecting for AMD for the next move. So my position sizing management was a little bit off. So the lesson that we learned, by the way, today was that even in your A+ setup, even in the best setup that you have, you're not 100% sure, and that is coming part of the problem in trading. That you don't know the future. No indicator tells you the future. You just have to deal with the risk management. And this is a very funny part that one of our traders posted this picture, Bear and Bull US. I don't know what it is, but it looks like very similar to our logo. It's not a trading company, but maybe one day if you all blow up our account, we're gonna work for this company. So, which is very nice. All right, guys, thank you so much. Happy Friday. And, I hope that these recaps are educational. There are a little bit too much material in there. But if you're patient and you follow our YouTube channel for some time, I think these are very high quality educational material that comes up in our YouTube channel for the style of our scalping trading is amazing. Market rallied after 10 a.m. I think we had some, consumer sentiment number that came. Really popped up and come up and still stays a little bit strong. So IWM, which is the small caps, are leading, and SPY and Q are, a little bit strong. All the way, guys. Thank you so much. And next week I'll be back in the office, guys. Ciao.